I read an essay last night called Dead Zones of the Imagination by David Graeber. It's about bureaucracy, about control, about psychology. When I refer to they in this video, when I refer to they, I'm talking about the state, I'm talking about the war machine, the bureau, the fat controller, I'm talking about the bankers. In his essay, Dead Zones of the Imagination, David Graeber is talking about when his mum was dying. She was in a care home. He had to get the right of attorney from his mum for the bank, and he was speaking with them at the care home. He had to fill out all these forms. He had to get the form. Then he was going to see this lady, pass him to somebody else, come back, and they was filling out the form. She was guiding him through a massive 50-page form. And he didn't know what he was doing. Right there. And then he went to the bank. He's giving it in. And the lady scrutinised. She looking at it. She said, "Has your mum signed it?" Said, "What? Hags, what are you talking? Look, why have you put your signature in the print the name box? And in the print the name box, why have you got this so wrong? You've got it the wrong way round. This won't do." He spent him 2 weeks to do that. He had to go back. He spent another month coming back, and it was there. "Where's your mum? Why hasn't she signed it?" She said, "But you need a letter then from the people." "Well, they never told me." And he said in a few weeks it became irrelevant because his mum died. But he was like, does this happen to people? This is how they control levels of bureaucracy. This is how the NHS bill has worked. This is how narratives from the media come out, and in amongst a fucking 5,000-page document, they're able to privatise the fucking NHS. This is how when I read in 2011 Sue Marsh, when she was trying to claim a DLA, she had the most severe form of Crohn's disease. They said, no, you can't have your DLA. She's like, what? Look at the form. It took me 50-page form. This is how they win. Levels of bureaucracy. Page after page after page. This is how they get people off unemployment benefit. This is how they take away your legal aid. This is how they take away the Citizens Advice Bureau. They don't want you to understand what they're doing. In amongst the levels of bureaucracy, what David Graeber calls bullshit jobs, layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers, replacing Quango by Quango, inquiry by inquiry, focus group, marketing. They want to blow your nut up. So you don't understand. That's how banking works. That's how economics work. That's how debt works. They want to pull you in to the system where you don't care anymore what they do with you. That's why yesterday I went to the doctors and I said, "Can I have one of those opting out forms, please?" "What?" "I'm in the reception. Can I have one of, the NHS England, they want to get your data and give it to, can I have one of those?" "Oh, yeah. Mary, where's those forms? You remember the ones the other day? In the drawer." "What drawer?" She's there rummaging around the drawers. She comes out with a single bit. Has a lot of people asked for these forms? "No, you're the first one." And then I go on to speak to 2 people. I said, do you know about this opting out form? "What about it?" "Well, don't you want to, they want to get you in every single thing. They know your emotional, your medicine, your fucking everything. They want to take that." "I don't really care about it." "I know you what?" They didn't care about it. Because they got them. That's why when you get a fine, they just send a fucking thing to you and you think, well, you either pay or you can just pay it. That's why they have the nudge unit, the psychological department in the fucking government to try and get in your nut to understand your psychology where you don't care what they do to you. That's why the bankers, right now, they've had the fucking LIBOR. Now that, well, it's really bad now. It's really bad now. They've been fixing the fucking currency markets. What? Yeah, well, there's going to be some... how are they going to get back their levels of trust, says the guy on the fucking radio. They've been fixing the currency market. Mine Wheatley's come out and said there'll be an investigation. We'll get the results sometime next year. Next year? Next year? It's fucking February now. What about this year? Because what they want to do, they want to suck you in. Well, it's very... They've been rigging the currency markets. How the fuck do they do that? It's a fucking... You know about LIBOR, it's just a fucking... In the banks, they can change their bank rates. How the fuck have they been rigging the currency markets? And how much fucking billions have they made? But they don't care. The fucking government don't care. They, the state, the bureaucracy, the fucking war machine. What they do, they have layers. Because George Osborne will come out and he'll say the bankers are worth their 44% bonus increase, while the poor will have to fucking suffer. They will have to go without food, go without heating. The fucking this is it. This is it in a fucking nutshell. Layers of fucking investigation after investigation. Nothing happens. So what? Some people go on fucking... They put them out on fucking... On leave? They said some guy's been put out on leave from a bank. But they will still get bailout money. They will still get fucking public support. They will still get the fucking government backing up. And this is what... This is everything. And this is how you, as a fucking entity within the state, this is how you lose. Because they will take because you make one fucking mistake, you fill out a form one fucking way wrong, and it's over for you. It's fucking over. This is a violence. You make no fucking mistake about it. This bureaucracy, this is a violence. This is how this is like about the Iraq war levels of fucking bureaucracy. This is Hillsborough. This is every fucking death in custody. This is Daniel Morgan. This is 20 years of shit, just layers and layers and layers and layers. Like you can never get to the center. That's like when they come, that's why they want you to give up. Do you know why? Because in the end you realise that to challenge it, that if it's to do with bailiffs, if it's to do with banks, if it's to do with any that you'll give up. That you'll give up. That's what the nudge unit, that's what the psychology is about. With people, how much can we make? How stupid can we make them? You don't understand. You've done it wrong. This is how it is. You know, with that debt forgiveness for bankers and how they're recapitalised, but there's no debt forgiveness for you, and you'll always have to pay, and you'll have to pay for the banks, and you'll have to pay for the fucking Queen, and Prince Charles going around on a fucking on a wooden throne on a tractor with cheering. They put flowers on it. The feudal fucking prince. And he's going to give £50,000 to the people because he just took 450 for some old lady who died and she didn't have no one to leave it. So he got it, part of the Duchy of Cornwall. Dead zones of the imagination.